What is good, YouTube? Traded by Amen here, and in today's video we're gonna go over all the wins, all the losses, all the mistakes I made, all the things I did good. We'll even get into my journal as well on what I thought overall I did this week and all the news that happened. And without further ado, let's get into it. Before we get started, I'd like to say thank you for almost hitting the goal of 100 subscribers. We are 11 subscribers away at the time of recording, so I just wanted to say thank you so much. And if you're new to the channel, what is up? How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. And if you like my content, please make sure to hit that subscribe button and see if you can get this video to 2 likes. That'll be so much appreciated. And without further ado, now let's actually get started. So this week I primarily traded USD CAD because in USD JPY it was very choppy, as you can see right here on the 15 minute. There's a lot of consolidation. It was in an uptrend from the previous week, but as we keep going from this week, the 22nd and the 21st of April, it's just been trading sideways. It did start to go up, but I was already focused on CAD, so I didn't really pay attention to that much since it was just consolidating. So for CAD, first trade I ended up taking was this trade right here. I ended up stopping myself out early because I saw myself making the exact same mistakes that I made before, which was getting in too early and not getting in at an area of support or resistance. Because as we can see here, even though I probably would have gotten stopped out, taking the trade here would have had a way better probability, because let's say I was to get my entry in at this area of resistance. If I put my stop loss around maybe, let's say, 13 pips, it could even go down like 11 pips, I would have still been in the trade and I wouldn't have had to lose money on the next trade I placed because I thought I was wrong, which I'll get into in a minute. So yeah, so that was the first trade I took. I ended up closing early at this black line, as you can see right here. So this was also in a consolidation. It was just moving sideways, and this was around Monday evening, my time, Central Time. So I did get the trend right, which is a downtrend. That was good, but let's go to the second trade now. Me thinking that, okay, I was wrong, I'll take buys in the morning. It just didn't happen. It didn't play out at all, because it was good originally, but then as I was thinking, should I close, should I not close, we just had news, which I'll pull up in a second. News just take out both positions like in an instant. And I believe it was CAD news. No, it was USD news. It was this right here. The Flash Services PMI and Flash Manufacturing PMI. As you can see, it was negative for the US dollar. So that caused all US dollar pairs to absolutely drop for that 30-minute time period, 15 to 30 minutes. And I should have just stuck to one trade here. I don't know why I got into 2, because I put limit orders, put buy stops and buy limits, because price was like around right here, and I was anticipating it maybe reversing first to get one of my buy orders. Let me see if I can move this up. So I was anticipating it coming down here first and then going up, and it didn't do that first. It hit this buy limit right here, so it's easier for you to see. It hit this one first, and then it came down, barely got wicked out, which was annoying. And then it went into profit for a bit until we switched back over the moving average and went all the way down. This is an example of an entry that wasn't good, because as you're in this consolidation, we broke it, retested it, we continued, but I got my entry in before we continued, or before we even retested it, actually, as you can see here. If we go in closer, it just broke it here. This would have been the candle for the retest, which is why I instantly went into drawdown and led to my position being stopped out. And then my second order filled in at that time as well, so I just ended up losing money on both positions. So what I could learn and take away from this is probably only have one order and have it maybe towards the support of the consolidation, or at maybe an area of support like right here or right here even, which I'll draw now. Like right here, this area could have been a good area, good entry, because I also was in a good amount of profit even when I woke up, which is around maybe 6:30 as I was getting ready for school. I woke up and I was in a good amount of profit, and I could have closed in the second position that I got if I managed to make sure to get my order at an area of support, like right here. I would have been able to close just maybe a little bit of profit before we came all the way down. Or what I could have done is just not traded at all of that Asian session, because as you can see, we're just consolidating still. And then maybe once we see the dip, this lower high, because it broke the area, retested the area, and then it became resistance, and then actually just tanked all the way, which as you can see matched with my original thoughts and process for my first trade that I took. It was just that I got so, I don't know what happened. I just thought I was wrong even though I was right, and yeah, but it's okay because we keep moving, and we just have to keep telling myself that entry has to be at an area of support or resistance, not right here, not in the middle, because this area of support wasn't made when I got the entry. It was still just going down, but the candles were really small, so it wasn't even a push that had a lot of volume behind it. So yeah, I should not have taken the trade at that point, but it's okay because we move. And yeah, so that was unfortunate. I ended up losing quite a bit here, but it's okay because the next trade I took, which is right here, I managed to use my trading plan to the best of my ability and get my first profit in a while. Because originally I drew this out and I was gonna take the buy right here, but I couldn't because I was on my way to school and I was driving, so I can't just open my trade and just put the order in. But as you can see here, price played out perfectly for this first trade that I took. Ignore this, I didn't end up taking that. So as you can see, we had the big bullish push, we had the retracement, and then we had the continuation. So that could also be a fib play and a flag pattern, as you can see right here. Boom, boom, these two lines. We broke it, we retested that top of that flag pattern, and then we continued up. And I did good here and waited for the confirmation of this bullish candle, and then waited for the bounce off of this moving average off the EMA to take the trade. And I ended up closing it, my first position here, because I saw the tweezer right here and I was a little skeptical, so I closed, and then I just closed the rest of my position out here because crossed back over the moving average and I didn't see it going any higher. And after that, I got in another position for a sell because that play made this right here, this beautiful head and shoulders pattern, shoulder, head, shoulder, and then it just continued all the way down smoothly, even though the candles were very small. There was no volume, as this was Asian session, still was super smooth, followed this leg all the way down to the support area before the next day it went up and then came back down. So definitely this week I ended up breaking even. I was in profit about like $16, and I'll show my MetaTrader positions and stats right here, right now. And you might say, wait, you were down $93. You got stopped out $93. But I'll put this up as well, that MetaTrader stopped me out when it wasn't even close to my stop loss. Because you can see it here, and what I'm about to show you right here, you can see that price never got to my stop loss. So I was so confused why it stopped me out, because I put a sell stop and then it filled me in right here, because I was looking at this trade idea when price rejected this moving average and it was going down. So then I ended up getting in right here. My stop loss is right here at 1.37161, and it never got there. So I don't know what's wrong with MetaTrader about that, but I'm probably gonna use TradeLocker and their demo platform, because since I've been using that for the prop firms, I think it'll just be easier for me to use that. And yeah, so those are all my trades for the week. These back-to-back wins to end off the week were definitely a good end to the week, definitely a good feeling, but we still have to keep going because, as Kobe said, job's not finished. We're not consistently profitable yet, but we're getting there slowly. So let's go to my journal now. If we go to here where we started the week off, as you can see, we took the L, and then I didn't even have 3 confluences to get in this trade. The first position, which was not good at all because that goes against my trading plan. And as you can see, I'm trading in a consolidation. So I'm pretty sure it was FOMO. I was fear of missing out, which caused me to not take this trade. And it's okay because now I see it and I've been seeing it. And I'm just gonna probably start placing a lot more buy stops and sell stops, so I don't get in the trade immediately, but if it gets to that area, it'll wick me in or fill me in. I feel like that's better because either price will keep going in the direction or I'll get filled in at a way better price, and then it'll go in my direction or against me, but it'll be a better entry regardless. So I didn't identify the consolidation either. As you can see here on the 1 hour chart, we are just consolidating, so there's no reason for me to get in this trade. I did identify the trend, like I said earlier, so that was definitely a good thing I did. And then the next day where I took those 2 positions, it was not good at all because, as I said, on the TradingView chart, I didn't follow the trend. As you can see, this line marks the downtrend. I didn't follow it at all, and I over-risked way too much, and I didn't keep my risk consistent because the first position I took, it was a 1 lot, and the second position I took was 0.5. So day 6, this is the first win. I was able to get news, as we can see here. As we saw, CAD had core retail sales and retail sales, and then the US dollar stayed consistent and didn't have any decrease or negative impact. So we saw this big bullish blue candle, which obviously I didn't get in, as I said earlier in the video, but I did manage to get in off the retracement, and it went smoothly almost to the 27 extension. But I was able to notice the tweezer pattern, which is characterized by 2 candles that are of similar length, like right here, whether it's bullish or bearish, and then the next candle is bearish or bullish, if that made sense. So day 7 of me restarting from scratch, I identified the structure beautifully. I identified the reversal pattern right here, this head and shoulders, and overall it was a good end to the week. And one thing I could have done better here was maybe not take the partial, because even I wrote it here, as Swaggy C and Urimi said, if there's no need to close the trade, then don't close the trade, because here there was no sign of any bullish pressure at all. It was clearly going all the way down, and after I went to sleep, it went straight to my TP after this slight reversal, but it ended up going to this support level, which I anticipated. So I could have just kept the full position going, but it's okay because it's just lessons that I'm learning and just getting better and better at trading. Week by week, journal everything, stay consistent, and yeah, that's pretty much all that happened this week. We look forward to next week, and if you enjoyed the video, please remember to like, comment whatever videos you want me to make next, subscribe. Let's get to 100 subscribers by the end of the month, and let's see if we can hit 2 likes on the video. And with that, it's Traded by E-Man signing off, and remember, slow motion is better than no motion. Take care.